Okay guys, here's the first page of the honors review packet for the Unit 8 Polygons unit. Let's get started. Okay, so for topic 21, it says make sure you know the names of polygons from triangle to decagon. So from n equals 3 all the way up till n equals 10, you need to know the name of those polygons. So for instance, n equals 3 is a triangle, n equals 4 is a quadrilateral. Why don't I write them out really fast? So for n equals 3, we have a triangle. Next we have quadrilateral. Next we have pentagon, then we have hexagon, then we have heptagon or septagon, then we have octagon, then we have nonagon, and lastly we have decagon. So you need to know all of those by their number of sides. Okay, number 1 says solve for x. This is an irregular polygon because the angles are not all the same. In order to be regular, all the sides and angles have to be congruent. The first step we have to do is figure out what all of these are going to add up to. And we have a formula. And the formula says take the number of sides, in this case 6, subtract 2, and then multiply by 180. Well, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 is 720. That means x plus 120 plus 90 plus 135 plus 135 plus 90 all adds up to 720. Okay, so if I add all things together, so I have 120 plus 90 plus 135 plus 135 plus 90, I get a grand total of 570. And then if I subtract 570 on both sides, I end up with x equals, whoopsies, 150. Okay, let's keep going. Now, number 2, we made a slight error. So if you look at this, hopefully most of you are assuming that it's a regular polygon. Technically, there's not enough information. I would have to indicate that all the angles are also congruent, but assume it's a regular polygon. I should have said solve for x in the regular polygon below. But all we do is we take the total, which is n minus 2, times 180. And if we divide by the number of angles or the number of sides, that'll figure out how much one of those angles is going to be. So here we go. We're going to have n minus 2. Well, n is going to be 8. Again, n is 8. So it's 8 minus 2, which is 6. 6 times 180, all divided by 8. And that gives me a value of x equals 135. On to number 3. Okay, we have 2 ways we could solve. Number 3, we could either figure out what the sum of the interior angles are, or we can figure out what the sum of the exterior angles are. I'm going to deal with exterior angles because x is an exterior angle. So let's see if we can figure out what all of them are. This exterior angle is x. This exterior angle is going to have to be 90 because these have to add up to 180. 52, 76, and then this exterior angle here also has to be 90. Well, we know that the exterior angles always add up to 360. So 360 is going to be what? X plus 90 plus 52 plus 70 plus 90. So 360 is equal to x plus, if I combine all of those terms, I get 308. And if I subtract 308 on both sides, I get x is equal to 52 degrees. Let's move on. Okay, number 4. We need to solve for x and y. Put a little smiley face there. Okay, let's do x first. So to solve for x, we need to figure out what the sum of all the interior angles are. We've got 5 sides. So if I do 5 minus 2 times 180, I get a total of 540. So all 5 of these have to add up to 540. Well, notice I have 5x, I have 2x, 3x, 2x, and 3x. So 5 plus 2 is 7, 10, so 15x total. I have 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 minus 15 is 15, so 15. I'm going to subtract 15 on both sides. I'm going to divide both sides by 15. And I end up with x equals 35. So there's my x value. But now I need to solve for y. So if I were to plug 35 back in for this angle, notice these form a linear pair. So 3 times 35 is 105 plus 20. This is going to give me a grand total of 125. Well, these two have to add up to 180. So if I subtract this away from 180, I'm left with 55 for y. Okay, let's keep moving. Number 5, what is the measure of one exterior angle of a regular heptagon? So the formula for one regular exterior angle is 360 divided by n. Well, if it's a heptagon, that means n is 7. Here's 10, so if I type in 360 divided by 7 into my calculator, I get 51.4 degrees. Okay, number 6. It says, if one interior angle of a regular polygon measures 160, first of all, what is the measure of one exterior angle? Well, we know no matter what kind of regular polygon we have, or even whatever polygon we have, one interior angle and one exterior angle have to add up to 180 because they form a linear pair. We know one interior angle is 160, so if I subtract from 180, I'm left with one exterior angle is 20 degrees. If we want to solve for how many sides a polygon has, we have two options. We can either use our formula for one regular interior angle, or we can use our formula for one regular exterior angle. And I like this one better because this formula is so simple. It's just 360 divided by n. Well, we know that one regular exterior angle is 20. If I multiply both sides by n, that'll get n out of my denominator. And if I divide both sides by 20, I'm left with n equals 18. So this polygon is going to have 18 sides. Okay, our last problem for topic 21 is number 7. We have to solve for the value of x, y, and z. Notice y is, so if we take these two interior angles, we'll need those to help solve for y. Both of these polygons are regular. Just like on number 2, knowing that the sides are congruent doesn't guarantee that all the angles are the same. So on a test, we'd have to be a little more explicit. So like we'd say, like, find the value of x, y, and z given the following regular polygons. Well, z is pretty easy. This is a 4-sided figure. We know it's a square, so all 4 of these are going to have to be 90 degrees. So z is going to be 90. To solve for x, we're going to use n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. Well, in this case, it's going to be 6 minus 2 times 180 divided by 6, which is going to give us a grand total of 120. If I want to solve for y, the easiest thing to do is if I can figure out what this and this are, I know that these 3 angles have to add up to 360 because together they make up a circle. So we know this is 90. We know this is 120. So we can say we know that 90 plus 120 plus y is equal to 360 because together they make a circle. So I'm going to take 360 and subtract 120 away. I'm going to subtract another 90 away, and I'm left with y equals 150 degrees. So there's topic 21. I'm going to stop this video and then start working on another one for you guys.